Alright. It is time to try and get Soul's best ending, so ostensibly I should just pick the opposite choices from forever ago. I don't remember what I picked, so I wrote down the options that I did, and so that way I'll remember to pick the opposite ones. So I can't remember. It was 2 weeks ago. I was sick. I wasn't really... My brain's full of fog. So anyway, this is the really first choice of changing stuff. We were on Soul's route from here on. And I do remember picking something sexy when he asked us, what kind of dress we would like. I'm hoping we get to see the dress he made in the best ending. That would be kind of neat. But yeah, let's ask for something elegant as hilarious as something sexy was. Soul tilted his head to the left and lifted his right paw to his lips. It was like he was trying to imagine me in such a dress. Elegant, huh? Well, I've never worn anything elegant before, so it probably wouldn't suit me anyway. An elegant dress would definitely suit you, my lady. In fact, any kind of dress will look good on you. I lifted my head, but I couldn't get the blush off my cheeks. Even a sexy one. I know I've said this before, but you really flatter me too much. His reply was another smile, glass eyes glimmering. Oh my. You are truly a beautiful lady, Aura. You should not underestimate yourself so much. My face started to burn red. Stop that. Now I understood why Lily fell for him. He was good at making a girl feel special. It wasn't simply the words, but his genuine nature. Dion flirted a lot, but it wasn't the same as Soul's soft-spoken compliments. And he just completely ignored it. I can finally keep myself busy once again. Just don't work too hard, okay? Don't want you getting sick. I leaned down to pat him on the head. When he looked up at me, his head nuzzled into my palm. Oh. Of course. That's so cute. Adorable. Alright. Let's skip again. See where that takes us. Okay, everyone's transformed. My goodness. Such a long time between options. What is next anyway? Oh, really? Oh, yes. Sorry, I was thinking. The next option is that when we come across Lily in the garden. Last time I was like, maybe I should just leave her to it. I'm gonna approach her, though, this time. Even though we ended up doing that when we ignored her, so... we'll see what happens. I snuck over to where Lily was hiding, not wishing to be noticed and ruining her stakeout. Lily, what are you doing? Lily covered my mouth. She double covered it with both hands, just to make doubly sure, immediately shushing me, even though I kept my voice low. After glancing over her shoulder to check that we were still in hiding, Lily started whispering to me. He will hear us. You mean Soul? Lily visibly paled when I whispered Soul's name. She was adorable, still thinking her crush wasn't obvious. How did you know? Oh, never mind. Just keep your voice down, please. I didn't know what to say at first. I was being quiet, but no doubt she was too anxious to realize. But sitting in silence felt a bit uncomfortable, so I asked a question that I'd been considering for a while. Why do you like him so much anyway? Lily stared at me like I'd grown a second head. Can't blame her. Are you blind? Prince Soul is handsome, responsible, kind, and he's a gentleman to everyone. He also knows how to sew. That too. If you can't see it now, you're hopeless. He is perfect, not a single flaw. I didn't argue with her, but I wondered about whether he really was flawless. Remembering the sadness I kept glimpsing in his eyes, I couldn't help wondering why someone without flaws would have a crack in his smile. Aww. So distracted by memory, I almost missed what Lily said next. And he makes me feel special. I couldn't stop the smile curving my lips. I knew what Lily meant. Can't argue with that.
Shh! He's looking this way. He might see us.
Dragging me closer to the tree, Lily resumed her post. I mimicked her pose and peeked around her shoulder. Where there's a beautiful man in the rose garden. Aw, I still feel bad about Lily. Took her man away. At least next time she can just keep him to herself. Oh, even though he's like, I don't really view her that way, but I don't want to be mean and break her heart. I'm like, fair enough. Yo, Dion. How you doing? Right, what did I pick for this before? Oh yeah, I asked, I was like, can I like get him together with Lily? Is there a way to make this happen? No. I'm the protagonist. I get the pretty boys. That's just how it works, okay? So now this time, I just ask a very general question of... I'm just wondering, have you fallen in love before? My question caught Soul a bit off balance. He boggled at me a moment, jade eyes wide with shock. You were deep in thought because of that? I shrugged, a little embarrassed by how amused he was. Just wondering. He tipped his head away, hand still near his mouth. His blush had receded, but a dusting of pink remained. You call that a dusting? Actually, I have.
Really?
I stared at him with deep curiosity welling up. Yes. Oh, so he's been in love before! Ooh, do tell. Do tell. I want to hear this. It was 7 years ago when Father brought me with him to the city for the first time. And? I was in awe, seeing so many amazing things, but only one caught my attention. I swear, if it's like a spinning wheel or something, I'm gonna slap him. I urged him to continue, excited as I watched the sparkles in his eyes seem to dance all around him. So beautiful. I can almost remember it like it was yesterday. He closed his eyes and placed his hand on his breastbone. His smile completed his dreamy state. For the first time, I had this fluttery feeling in my chest. I may not have felt it before, but I'm sure that it was love at first sight. So, what was this person like? Oh gosh darn it, I knew it. I'm like, it's gotta be a dress or some kind of sewing implementation. Oh dear. Person? Soul opened his eyes, staring at me as if I'd gone mad. Yep, there it is. And now, which slap. Soul, you knew what I was getting at. Come on now. I was talking about a beautiful dress that was displayed in a tailor shop window. I gaped at him, lips parted in shock. For a moment, I thought Soul was the best actor on earth, but his genuine aura told me he was serious. You fell in love with a dress. Saying it slower did not make the idea sound any less strange. Soul didn't seem to notice, thankfully, his smile unwavering. Indeed. Poor Lily. To think that her true rivals are actually dresses. How can she compete with that? Aw, poor Lily. Trying to return to my original objective of disengaging from this love triangle, I went for a more direct question. How about a person? Have you liked a girl before? Soul didn't answer at first, his cheek suddenly red. When he turned his face away, I saw the elegant angles his jaw created, making my heart spiral out of control. Wow, yes. Ah, the elegant angles of the beautiful man. What an odd thing to focus on at a time like this. Ah, yes, the shadows falling across his elegant jawline made my heart quiver. Oh, Aura, you crazy woman. You're making fun of him for falling in love with a dress, and you're, like, gonna faint at the sight of his jawline. Oh, that's amazing. I know Sol is attractive, but why am I only reacting now? Oh, well, this is very direct. I do not act like myself whenever I am with you. Oh no, we were distracted again. I was so distracted with my excited heartbeat and his exquisite jawline that I missed Sol's reply. He was murmuring something, but I couldn't quite understand it. What did you say? Nothing. An awkward silence drifted between us. Can't blame me. That was an awkward conversation and interaction. Okay. Right. So last time I was like, I was torn. So I'm like, is it more loving to be like, you can do it, I believe, or like, you can do it with my help? And I picked this last time. So this time, I will be there to help you. Because best ending, alright? If you can't, then I'll cut them. I want you to be happy, Sol. After speaking, I bowed my head, embarrassed that I'd made such a bold Let's try that again. Embarrassed that I'd made such a bold proposal. But don't be, girl, because he's all about them bold proposals. He's gonna, like, ask you to marry him in about 5 minutes. When only silence greeted me, I looked up towards Sol, as nervous as I was curious. Right, this is when him and Dion had their kerfluffle the last time. Are we still gonna just... Is he like, if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone? He didn't seem happier after what I said. More like lost. Do you realize what you were saying, Lady Aura? I flinched. My landlady used to say that I often acted impulsively without thinking things through. However, this was not something I had to think about. I only wanted to bring a smile to Sol's face. Yes, I do. Okay, and then I guess I bring up Dion, which is not the best idea, and then we leave, and then we're a fly on the wall for this interaction between the brothers. Hello, Dion's mom, maybe, possibly. I'm still on that train. Giving you the squinty eyes. Something's going on there. Okay, so last time I wasted the entire day looking for Dion to talk with. I remember that much. And then Lily ran by and was like, Sol's got a fever. Okay, Sol, when you get your fever, don't pass it on to me, because I was already sick for, like, ever. I don't want to catch it again. Stealing my courage, I approached Sol's workroom and knocked on the door. Sol? I heard some shuffling inside, but it took quite a while before I heard the door click. A cold feeling of worry stirred in my stomach. Oh, Lady Aura. It is a pleasure to see you, but I'm in the middle of reviewing some documents. Can this wait? I almost didn't stop my gasp in time. Sol looked haggard. His hair hung limply from his ponytail as if it had been pulled by hands unconsciously drifting through it in desperate thought. There were dark lines under his eyes, and the vibrant green eyes I remembered were dull and tired. Red dusted his cheekbones, but the rest of his face was so pale. What about his jawline, though? I really need to talk with you. Huh. Sol gently leaned on the doorframe. It was not the gesture of someone acting aloof. Sol seemed to need it for support. As you wish. He said that, but he didn't open the door wider or allow me into the room. Sol, please, tell me what's happened between you and Dion. It's obviously causing a rift between you two. There is nothing to say on that matter, Lady Aura. His tone was so terse, intent to end the conversation there. If I hadn't seen him say it, I'd have thought he had become royal. Royal, shout out to wherever you are, dusting. Soul, this isn't like you. I take a step closer. Please, say something to me, Soul. Locking yourself away from the world, from us. I'm so worried about you. Soul gave a soft smile as if it took all of his strength. Probably did. Strange how it makes me happy to hear you say such things. However... The smile disappeared and Soul tried to close the door. I pressed my hand against it and pushed back. Please, don't lock me out, Soul. For a moment, I saw the entire conflict play across Soul's face. Sadness, anger, hopelessness. Every emotion I could think of flashed over his features. But then, Soul tottered backwards a couple steps. Soul? I stepped into the room just as Soul fainted forward towards the ground. I tried to catch him, but we both fell to the floor. Clutching Soul close, I touched a hand to his face. I yanked it back, burned by the fever on his skin. Soul? Soul! Are you okay? Soul! Somebody get help! Poor boy, sick again. Oh dear. So we were there for that this time. At least we didn't waste time looking for Dion, who's hiding in the attic. Okay, and then this thing, not going to fall for the try. I do remember that. Gets you stuck on the normal end, so... Oddly enough, we just leave. And don't believe in Goldilocks. No. This is foolish. I doubt I could get anything from her at all. I turned around, starting down the hall, but I didn't go far. I couldn't. Remembering that I didn't have any choices left, I made my way back to Gold's room. I knelt before Gold, unable to stop staring at her glassy blue eyes and spun gold curls. I barely knew what to ask, but I was desperate for answers now. I took a deep breath. Gold? I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I really need your help. I glanced at the door while biting my lip. I want to understand what happened between Soul and Dion. Can you help me? For a while, nothing seemed to happen. I just knelt there, hoping my plea reached her, and that her voice would find me again. Then, just as I was about to sigh in defeat, I heard my name. Aura! I can see you. I looked around, eventually finding the faint image of Gold near the door. I thought I was imagining her at first, but then a faint heartbeat awoke in my locket.
This way.
Okay, so this time we actually saw her. It's interesting. I really would have thought, if I was just playing, if I hadn't been warned, I would have thought try was the correct option. Really strange. And then Dion tells us a little bit. Okay, I think this is the last... Yes, this is the last option. Wow, there was a lot less going on with Soul than there was with Royal. I think we're gonna get through the entire best ending in one video, unless something extra happens. Okay, Dion, it's time to break tradition. Your father already changed the rules by making Soul, the second child, the heir. Why can't you and Soul just break free from the past? Dion sat back up and looked at me with uncertainty etched deep in his face. After a deflating sigh, he shook his head. Soul's sense of responsibility is too strong. And besides... His voice lowered to a whisper. I don't think he trusts me anymore. Not that I blame him. I hesitated at the defeat in Dion's words. Is that really all that changed? Man. Soul's a hard boy to get best ending for. Like, very little influences him, but it's like just enough. Alright, Well, let's see what happens now that we've done all our choices. The next few days were filled with reunion after Gold came back to us. Everyone celebrated the broken curse and Gold's return to the family. It was sweet to watch, especially Royal blushing beet red every time Gold smiled at him. My boy! You two, get together, please! I want this. He was still a grumpy bear with a big soft spot for Gold. I didn't know he had feelings for her. We took that away last time. It was a happy time for everyone, but the more time I spent with everyone, the more I remembered that the curse was broken. I was finally free to resume chasing my career as a cook in the next town over. In the beginning, I'd been desperate to hold on to my dreams with an iron grip. But now, I don't want to leave. I was finally part of a family again. For once in so many years, I felt like I belonged somewhere. But I don't have a reason to stay here anymore.
Miss Aura?
I twisted around at the sudden voice, surprised by its soft tones. I still wasn't used to Gold's voice, despite hearing it many times before. Oh, hi, Gold. Curtsying, Gold approached me with a smile. You don't have to curtsy to me, girl. I should be curtsying to you.
I've been meaning to talk with you alone, but I've just missed everyone so much. It feels so good to be able to communicate with them again.
It wasn't hard to see why everyone loved this one girl. She gives so much love to everyone she meets. Gold, I wanted to thank you. Gold tilted her head at me.
Huh?
If you hadn't responded that time, I don't think I could have helped Sol and Dion.
They are stubborn boys, aren't they?
When she giggled, I had to join in. Yeah, they are.
Indeed.
We laughed a moment longer, then Gold stepped closer and held my hands in hers.
By the way, about your, feelings for my brother.
What do you mean? I bit my lower lip, embarrassed by my reaction, but Gold caught me off guard. Light glimmered in her clear blue eyes.
My heart spent a lot of time near yours, Aura. I felt your heartbeat change whenever you spoke to Sol.
Her innocent smile caused my blush to worsen. Yes. I didn't think this young girl knew so much.
I'm so happy for you two.
Wait,
What's wrong?
I tried to reply, but the words wouldn't come out. It was hard enough rejecting my own feelings several days earlier, and I didn't want to rain on Gold's sunshine now. Instead, I only looked down.
Oh, actually, Sol has a request. I almost forgot. How silly.
I straightened up to look at Gold, but she was already leading me down the hall. She seemed to drop her earlier topic in the hall because she just kept pulling me along. Hold on. What request? I don't understand. Gold looked over her shoulder, golden curls flouncing as she walked. Her smile seemed even brighter.
You'll see.
Okay, so we didn't try to leave this time. Interesting. Oh, Gold. Please, can I look now?
Nope, absolutely not. Please be patient, Miss Aura. We're almost done.
I huffed with mild impatience and resisted taking off the blindfold blocking my eyes from seeing the dress the two of them were helping me into. Yes, give me this picture! Give me this picture! I need it! Gold finally revealed that Sol wanted to see me wear the dress he designed before I left to go on to Glendale. It was hard to smile when I heard that, realizing Sol was expecting me to leave now that the curse had been broken. Maybe this is what he meant to ask me in the kitchen that day. If I would model the dress before leaving. Keeping the sigh locked inside, I just waited and took the directions given to me as Lily and Gold continued dressing me.
There, I think that's perfect.
I tilted my head to the side. Gold's voice sounded further away now. Oh, Lily, I can't believe you had to dress this girl In a dress made by the guy that you hoped would make a dress for you one day. That's just heartbreaking.
Yep, guess we're done. Hey, wait!
Confused, I fumbled with the knot of the blindfold, but when it wouldn't loosen, I tugged the fabric from my eyes. I was not expecting the sight I witnessed in the mirror. Don't tell me he made the wedding dress already. Huh? Is this? Dude! Kiss the girl first! Why is this such a complicated thing to understand? Don't even get a chance to say no. It's like, well, I got the dress, so I guess I might as well just go through with it. Soul, you are no good for my lungs, I swear. I was dressed in a wedding gown. I had thought it strange that there was no fabric on my shoulders and partially down my back. I didn't know what fabric he used, but the white shone in the mirror whenever I moved, sweeping across the bodice in a counterclockwise direction. You pervert, you were hiding in here the entire time while I was getting dressed? This makes it even worse. Do you like it? I spun towards the door, and when I saw Soul standing there, his princely smile aimed towards me, I felt the heat rise over my throat and face. Soul, you... It's not quite finished. I still have to add the accents and beating, but that makes sense because I don't want to impose on you so soon. Soul, wait, I don't understand what's going on. Soul tipped his head to the side and came closer, light gleaming in his green eyes. Gingerly, he took my left hand in his and placed a soft kiss. Soul? Oh my! Thank you! You even made the veil already? Dude. I like the golden roses, though. Very nice. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. He then held my hand against his chest, while his other hand reached up to caress my cheek. My legs weakened, almost dropping me to the floor. You are the first person to make my heart act this way. Before I opened my mouth to ask what he meant, I felt his heartbeat against my palm. It was moving faster than mine was. Is this the feeling you meant before, Lady Aura? Is this what someone feels when they're in love? You mean back then, when you said you might love someone already? Red blushed over Soul's cheeks as he nodded. I meant you, Lady Aura. You became my light when my world seemed so dark and lonely. You saved me from my unending nightmare. Soul. I know it's too soon to ask, but I was hoping you'd wear this dress for me one day. I could only stare at him, my body trembling with excitement and anxiety. I couldn't believe Soul was proposing to me and hadn't kissed me yet. Wow, you're really just gonna ask her to marry you, like, right now? Okay, alright, we're doing this, everybody. Lady Aura, would you like to? I do. Oh, you just want to get married, like, right now? Okay. Soul's eyes widened in surprise. It took a couple seconds for my words to register, at which point I started to panic. I feel the same about you, Soul. Lady Aura. I didn't realize it at first, but my heart beats like yours does when I'm around you, so... I didn't get to finish my sentence because... Finally! I can die happy now! Hooray! I'm so relieved! All at once, Soul lifted my face towards his and touched his lips to mine. It was soft and warm like kissing sunlight. I didn't want it to end.
Soul, Miss Maria needs you right away.
Soul and I stumbled away from each other in time to see Gold hiding a blushing face in her hands.
I didn't mean to interrupt, I'm sorry.
Soul and I glanced at each other, faces cycling through various shades of red. He coughed and excused himself, promising to return soon. Not wanting to soil the dress, I quickly changed back to my own clothes. Oh dear. Lily came back in the room shortly after I've changed. Seeing her, I sobered up, the giddiness evaporating. Lily,
What's wrong, Miss Aura?
Well, it's just that you...
Huh.
Lily exhaled loudly and gave me an exasperated look.
Miss Aura, weren't you listening? You're my friend, so there are no hard feelings, okay?
She must have seen my face was unconvinced, because she strolled over and smacked my shoulder.
Don't make that face. I know my real prince is out there. And since you took out that curse, I'm excited for the day I'll meet him.
Lily! Lily! I want to hug you forever.
I definitely approve of you as my brother's future wife.
I reeled at Gold's sudden interjection and the smile she said it with. Gold, it's too soon for that.
Nonsense! You just wore your own wedding dress.
Lily! Not you too.
Wanna help me start planning things, Lady Gold? Yes!
No! Stop it, you two! Lily and Gold looked at me and burst into fits of laughter. I felt my face burn, but after a few seconds, I too was laughing with them. You guys are terrible, but also the best. Soon after, everyone learned that the Deluxe curse had been lifted. Many were skeptical, but as time passed by, the people finally welcomed the idea that the once powerful Deluxe family were back. Dion has once again taken the role as the Lord of the Deluxe to free Sol from the burden he carried for years. Really? So by not telling him to take the role back, he did take the role back. Oh, Dion, must you be so contrary. Sol didn't exactly like the idea, but Dion reassured him that it was what he wanted. Now that Sol was free from the chains of his past, he was finally able to pursue his dream as a designer. Oh, so cute! Ah, you got wedding rings!
I can't. It's adorable.
You guys are lying on I thought you were lying on a whole bunch of designs, but there's just designs on your bed. You seem so deep in thought, Aura. Sorry, I was just thinking about everything that happened before. Me getting lost and finding this place. And finding you. I think this was already written a long time ago. Sol smiled, his beautiful jade green eyes boring into mine. His fingers gingerly traced my cheek down to my chin. Sometimes I wonder why I deserve someone as special as you. I snuggled against his chest, breathing in his minty scent. It's the other way around, silly. A year ago, I was just a girl who dreamed to become a chef. But who would have guessed that I would become a member of a powerful family? Now that I'm in the arms of the person I love, I'm certain that I finally found the place where I truly belong. And this will be the start of a new beginning. Aww. We helped him with his designing and stuff and stayed at home with everybody. So cute. I did enjoy it. I can't wait to see Sol on the menu now. Sol's on the menu. Enjoying his cup of tea. Look at that beautiful jawline. Oh, I can't. Oh, but Royal, did you ever make a move? Did you make a move on Gold? Do I not find out until Dion's route? The true route. We'll find out, I guess. Oh, I'm so glad I got the kiss finally. And they got married and they had wedding rings and things. Adorable. Ah, I love that. Love, love, love. So glad I finally got to finish that. I hope you guys enjoyed Sol's Route. I definitely did. Ugh, this game is too sweet. I just adore it to bits. But anyway, we are done with it for now, so I think Yes! Natsuki's next. The last one before death comes for us in Doki Doki. Anyway, I hope you guys will join me for that before things get weird over there. And, yeah. I guess I'll see you then, guys. Until next time, I will see you later.